What is up, everyone, and welcome back to Across the Board, sponsored by Moneyball Metrics. You have your normal, what day is it today? Tuesday team here today. You have myself, AlphaDog Bets, here with my guy, JD, from Line Movers, and Jefe from Jefe Picks. Before we get starting, J-Bo, we love you, brother, but don't worry. You don't need to ask us to cover any games today. There's only 4, and we are covering all of them. So we got you covered, J-Bo.
Disrespectful 5 games tonight. Disrespectful. WNBA semifinals. Fever. Aces. Winner goes home. No, winner goes on, loser goes home.
Winner goes home. The WNBA is crazy.
The Mercury of the Phoenix.
Okay, well, before we get into the MLB, which is what this show's about, Jefe, the floor is yours. Let us know about the WNBA preview for tonight. Who's your favorite pick, and who's your favorite player on each team?
That's honestly a very easy question. It's it's MVP and co-defensive player of the year, A'ja Wilson, on the Aces. And honestly, to be honest with you, it's honestly really interesting that the Fever even made it to 5 games, barring the injuries that they've had. So with that being said, though, the Aces have won both of these games in this series. They have won by double digits, 7.5-point home favorites today. We're rolling with them. As a little sprinkle on top, we're going to take the under because in the elimination games, everything slows down.
There we go.
First team that makes the first mistake. But I am going to go with the team that is healthier, has the better players, and has a championship pedigree. And that's the Aces. And you thought I would have nothing. I have everything.
You didn't give me a favorite player on each team. You only said A'ja Wilson. Who's the other one?
I like Sophie Cunningham on the Fever, but then again,
well done.
I was about to say who. Yeah.
Well done. All right, fellas. Well, I got to go to JD. See how you're doing today. JD, how are you, brother?
Doing great, man.
All right, JD. Now break down both teams' benches.
Can you name me one player outside of anyone Jefe named that's on either team?
No, because Sophie.
Kelsey Plum, is she on one of these? Jefe?
Kelsey Plum is on the Sparks, moron.
Are they playing tonight?
I know she's.
They didn't even make the playoffs.
Kelsey Plum. Anyway, her ex-husband went off last night, 2 touchdowns. That's a great segue for us to go into the Monday recap on a Tuesday morning. I'll go first. I had overs in both games. Had a clean 1 in one day. It's like, kissing your sister or something. I don't know. 1 and 1. Wahoo. JD, how'd you do yesterday?
Ended up being a winning day, actually, like overall. Yeah, man, those football games last night were rough.
Brutal to watch.
I was on there live. David, appreciate it, man. Yeah, that was nice. That was a nice sweat-free winter for us. Man, like we normally on the live show, like give out a bunch of bets. Like we're over there firing. We gave out 2 plays the entire night. That was how that went. Those games were just rough. We did hit on the best hit we had was we got the Dolphins team total over 20.5 at a +113. So that was nice and sweat free.
Yeah. And shout out Tyreek, good coming here from Thomas.
Yeah.
That was a brutal injury. Also one of the weirdest reactions you'll ever see in sports to someone getting hurt. We're not going to go over that in depth, but Tyreek's reaction on the cart to getting hurt where he was clapping, like, thank God I don't have to run around for Tua anymore, was a bit interesting. Not much to talk about on these games. The Jets are the Jets. They're going to always be the Jets, no matter what you think about the Jets. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. It doesn't matter who the coach is. It doesn't matter anything. The Jets are always going to be the Jets. That's the number one thing you can learn. It doesn't matter. Aaron Rodgers back there, they signed 1 million of his buddies. They signed 1 million quality players. They still look the same every fucking year. It doesn't matter who's playing for them. They're always going to be the Jets. Jefe, what'd you take away from yesterday's games?
Well, what I took away is exactly what I thought would happen. Came on here, I told you guys. I'm taking the Dolphins. They are the better offense, and I will roll with them over the Jets, who are the better defense. What I didn't think would happen would be the Dolphins would be the better offense and the better defense. I'm taking the Dolphins. The better.
Sorry. Got to retweet the show. Had to tap in.
Is that what I sound like?
It's awful. You sound awful.
Just kidding. Anyway, but here's what I didn't see coming. The Jets somehow, and I can't even remember the last time this wasn't the case, are an absolute joke. And their storylines are that they are just not coached well. There's zero discipline. They are just...
How many fucking penalties? How many fucking
Here's what
penalties?
kind of starting to drive me crazy. And I know Aaron Glenn is going to make it through this year just fine as first-year coach. But for a guy that comes off as like that really strong leader of men, so to speak, his number one job day one is to change the culture of the team, right? That honestly is what they're looking for him more than you guys might call it crazy, more than wins and losses at this point.
No, you're absolutely correct. I mean, they're 0-4. They need some positives.
Because, guys, let's take it back to the offseason real quick. When they signed Justin Fields in the offseason, to the deal that they signed Justin Fields to, this is what the Jets were telling you. We are going to take a chance on a guy for cheap, at least quarterback cheap, who we have because we signed his wide receiver one that he had in college, a lot of symmetry there. Hopefully, with that and an open offensive playbook, we can see something. But if not, we have no long-term ties and can easily either sign a real franchise quarterback or, better yet, draft one. So let's always keep that at the forefront. That was the Jets' plan coming in. I don't think anything has changed. They are 0-4. I took a little peek at the schedule. Guys, they're not going to get the first pick in the draft. They're going to get the second pick. They have many winnable games coming up. They do not have that hard of a schedule. But this is definitely, for me, what I started this conversation with. Nothing has changed in terms of the vibes. Nothing has changed in terms of the locker room strategies, the leaders, just the vibes, the energy this team gives off. Nothing has changed. The same old Jets. And I'm a little bit disappointed in that because that's why you bring in Aaron Glenn, to change the culture. And I don't see a culture change yet.
I agree with you. The Jets are a completely dysfunctional franchise, and it's going to always happen. It's going to always happen with them, unfortunately. When you take a look at the standings in the NFL, there are 3 teams with a bagel in the win column. There's only 3. Let me break it down. We have the New Orleans Saints, who have a decent opportunity to get their first win of the year against the New York Giants. We have the Tennessee Titans that, as their quarterback said, we ass, and he wasn't lying. And then you got the Jets. There's only 3 teams. There's only 3 teams that are defeated, have yet to get a win. So we'll see who the first one to win is, but the Saints have the best opportunity as they are favored.
Here's a question. I mean, the Jets are the best out of those 3 teams, right?
The Jets?
Out of those 3 teams.
What makes you think the Jets are the best? What makes anyone think the Jets?
I legitimately think that if you could do if you could rebet the Titans over under right now, it is right now, I really think it would be at 1.5. I really think it would be at over under 1.5 games won.
They're looking bad. They all suck. All 3 teams suck.
No, but I'm asking.
They're all bad.
New Orleans, Tennessee, the Jets. The Jets are the best one out of those 3.
If New Orleans,
I have them clearly the actually better team. I don't even have them close.
I mean, if New Orleans didn't play one good half against Buffalo, would we still having the same conversation? Realistically,
yeah, we would.
I think the Saints are equally. I think the Saints are probably the worst. I mean, them or the Titans. I would agree. The Jets are probably the third worst.
First of all, that was a crazy thing you just said. The Titans are right here, and then the other 2 are below the screen. And
I think they're both the bottom 2 between the Saints, who they have a minus 55 point differential. You take a look at. Let's see the point differential with the Titans minus 69, so 2 more touchdowns down, and the Jets are only minus 30. The Jets actually have a better differential than the Dolphins last night, who they beat. So they're all in the same realm, especially in the points. They're all there. I think they're all pretty bad. But guys, let's get off yesterday's recap. We have a ton of games we're going to go into today.
Oh wait, sorry. We didn't even recap the second game. Just want to say this: the Bengals. I don't know how a trade hasn't happened right now for a quarterback.
Russell Wilson. It's going to be. I've been saying it for weeks.
What's going on? But are they punting on the season? Is that what's happening? Because if you do it one time, fine. You roll out Browning again. Now, if you roll him out for a third time, this fucking week, I think I have to look this up because I just got this sent to me. I want to make sure before I put this out there. 1 second. Where are the Bengals this week? Where are the Bengals? They're 10.5-point home dogs to the Detroit Lions. You can't keep rolling Browning out. Please do something.
Jefe, I'm only putting this up for one reason. People do call me AD. Just to put it up there. Just to put it up there before you want to go on that rant again. Before you want to go on your little tirade, your little tantrum. It's not. Shout out Aiden. We appreciate you as always, brother. Couple new names in here. Steve. Yeah. By the way, if that's actually your name, unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Awesome. Steely Mamalakis. Steely Mama Lakis.
Dude,
Amazing name. I don't know what you're saying with the A, but your name caught me.
I want to say three things right now. Fantastic name for a relief pitcher. I mean, elite name for a relief pitcher. I'm talking like seventh inning guy.
Safety, NFL safety. Steely.
No. Great name for a punter. Like I'm talking about like leg of a giant.
See, I'm thinking like steely turnovers. I'm thinking like some kind of, maybe in basketball, maybe a guard that gets all the steals. I mean,
I'm thinking sixth man off the bench in the NBA. I'm thinking one of those punters that is just housing the ball. He's always getting in between the goal line and the 5-yard line. And my number one pick is
Steely's got beautiful hair.
Beautiful hair. 100%. And my number one name for Steely is my number one job for Steely would be relief pitcher, that seventh inning guy, and he pitches the sidearm.
He's Aroldis Chapman. Yeah. I understand now. He's Aroldis Chapman. JD, before we move on, any thoughts from you? And what way do we want to direct this convo today, boys? Do you want to go into futures first, or should we break down the games first?
How about we just go into each game, and then if either of us has a future in that certain series, we can just talk about it.
This is why you're the big boss around here.
We're not doing
the big boss.
We're not doing, and peel back the curtain, we haven't spoken with us. We're not doing like playoff futures, like World Series, AL, NLCS type.
No, you have to give that out in the end of the show. When we go through our best bets, we're going to go through all of that. But I wasn't sure. We were going to go through who's going to win each series. Let's just do that when we talk about each individual game. So I think it's a good way to segue into a little MLB. Transitions on the screen, and we move. First game we're breaking down, guys, is the 1 o'clock game. It is the first game of the MLB postseason. Starts in 48 minutes from right now. We have the Detroit Tigers pitching Tariq Skubal, going into Cleveland and taking on them Gardos, pitching Gavin Williams. Fun fact. We just saw this matchup. Let me see if I can find the stats from this one. But we saw this, I believe, last week. Was it, JD? Yes, 9/23, exactly a week ago today. Gavin Williams took down the Tigers and Tariq Skubal. I believe that was the game where, was it David Fry went to bunt and ate a fastball in the teeth?
Yeah.
And that was that one. This is a rematch from that exact night. Gavin Williams starts, guys. Let's pull it up here. Last time these two teams played each other, he had 12 strikeouts in 6 innings. Gavin Williams has been an absolute dog. He is the Guardians have also won all 5 of his most recent starts. Tariq Skubal is the guy on the other side. Do I need to intro Tariq Skubal? Probably not. You already know who he is. If you're in this show right now and you don't know enough about Tariq Skubal, why the hell are you here? This is a real downtown baseball show, and you guys know who Tariq Skubal is. JD, I'm going to start with you. Very interesting game here. We got Gavin Williams. We got Tariq Skubal. We got the hot team in the division that overpassed them in the Guardians. And then we got the Tigers, the best first-half team in baseball, who got to give JD his flowers. We don't do it enough on this show. That's because he doesn't really need it anymore. He doesn't need his head blown up any bigger. But JD was the only person I know who, before the All-Star break, saying the Tigers would have a second-half collapse. And, man, were you 1,000% JD correct on that one. So over to you. You're the only one who can start this one.
And, yeah, that makes this, I think, the most interesting series to actually cap. I mean, just like you said to start with, as far as this game, we just saw this game. And yes, the Guardians won. And a matter of fact, we all bet them. I believe we bet the Guardians at like plus 135 or something like that.
I think that was our first three-way.
That was our first
three-way.
I've been loving three-ways ever since.
Yeah. There hasn't been one negative three-way. Only positive.
And you know what? It's rare that a three-way is negative. But when it's us three, it's never. It's
never negative. Never negative. Back over to you, JD.
So yeah, we have the same setup here. So,
Start.
Right.
See, the problem is, Benjamin, we don't know where the pause button is.
We only know where the start button is. Continue, JD.
Okay.
Wow, that was really good. There is no pause button here. Wow.
Yep. But this one to me is like, I've been thinking about this game and series so much.
What do you think about it?
I don't let JD talk. He's going to take 45 minutes to get through this one game if I keep butting in with my sexual innuendos.
Spinal. Oh, that must be a Skubal.
Okay, but in that game last week, I don't think
literally said Spinall.
Hefe, I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute you.
You said it first.
I don't think that I don't think that they got the ball out of the infield in the first 5, besides when Scooball did that beneath his legs throw,
error.
and it went over the baseman's head, or the
fun.
first baseman's head. That was the only ball I think that even left the actual infield.
Mhm.
The Tigers lost that game. To be honest, the Guardians did not win that game. The Tigers lost it. So what you got going on here is you got the Tigers, and they just almost collapsed. I mean, well, they did collapse, but they almost completely collapsed to where they didn't even get here.
They did save it a bit. They saved it a bit.
Yeah, and then you had the Guardians who got hot at just the right time. But after that Tigers series, they played the Rangers. And the Rangers were done. Had been done. They had been losing games. They were on a big losing streak. They looked like they didn't give a shit. Well, the Guardians were losing games to them. They were struggling against them. This Guardians team, we know they're not a big, actually, power team. They are a small ball team. And it seems like they just, as far as that magic that they had where they won those 13 games and then they went on that, whatever it was, 16-1 run or whatever it is, it seemed like a lot of that magic kind of faded away right then. So have the Tigers, have they been playing great? No. Like everybody knows, I've been against them this whole second half of the season. But when I look at this, the Tigers are the better team. To me, they just simply are.
Do you take any account into them being a absolutely average at best road team? Because the Guardians are a really good home team. They finished year 45-36 at home. Well, the Tigers finished one game above 500 at 41-40, and we all know the Gardos are home in this spot today.
Yes, I actually definitely do take that into account here. But at the end of the day, I don't think people are going to think this is what I was going with. But I do think that Tigers take game 1. Do I want to lay this price? No, I do not. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the Tigers to win the series at -115. Because I think that they do get today's game, and then they just need one of the next 2. That is how I think that this game goes. As far as on the other side, the Guardians, I can see why people are actually going to make a case actually for them, and actually I understand it. But I'm going to kind of go back to here and give me the Tigers just to win the series at actually -115.
Ooh, Yankees playoff roster just dropped. We'll break that down when we go into the actual game. J-Bo, my guy J-Bo. I'm with you, brother. I'm on the +1.5 for the Gardos here. They don't have to win the game, but they have to keep it close. When you take a look at the total here, we have a flat 6. They're expecting this game to be very low scoring. 3-2, maybe 4-2, maybe 4-3. But whichever way the bookmakers are seeing this game, they see a low-scoring, close game, and that's what I'm betting here. I think the Guardians have a very good chance of winning this outright. We just saw this game, as we introed the game with and alluded to. Gavin Williams, an absolute dog, especially at home. He's 7-2 in the year at home with a 3.00 ERA on the dot. His strikeouts have increased as the season has gone on. He's become a better pitcher as the season has gone on. And one thing I like to bet when we go into the playoffs, especially in the wild card round, who's the hot team? Who's the hot team and who's the better team in the specific situation? And the Guardians are a better home team than the Tigers are a road team. Yes, the Tigers are a more talented team, but the most talented team doesn't always win, and that happens very frequently in baseball, to where I think it's almost better to be betting the hotter team when you go into the playoffs over the more talented team. And in this case, the Guardians are the hotter team. I do think the Guardians will have a big performance. I do think they win as well, like I said, but I'm playing a little insurance. I am taking the +1.5 in the first game. Hefe, over to you. What do you like in this one?
1 second, really
What's up,
quick.
RC?
There was something you said there, and that's why I'm not on them, was as far as the Guardians, technically, yes, they're the hotter team, but that's what I was saying against the Rangers. They looked like shit. They were not playing well. So, and honestly, if they would have kept it going And if they would have won those games and they just would have blown them out and it would have been easy, then I may have been on them here.
They did go 2-1 in that series. I mean, they won 2 of the games and they scored 9 runs in the last one. I know that their pitching wasn't as good, but my big thing is I got to see the bats hitting. You know what I mean? I got to see them producing runs offensively, and they did produce. I mean, over the 3-game series, they did score a total of 15 runs, so that's an average of 5 a game. So the bats are still producing at a level. And I understand why you would take the Tigers on the series price. I can see. Even if the Guardians win this game, the Tigers have a very good chance of winning the last 2 and winning the series. So I definitely understand the angle that you took on this one. What do we think about the total? JD, you first, then me, then we'll let Jefe answer both questions, what he likes in this game and the total.
I think the total's perfect.
I think the total's perfect. I'm not touching it. And I think it's accurate.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Just like in any sport, baseball, though, takes to another level. Pitching is the most important thing. Bullpen, every starting pitching, the middlemen, everything about your entire pitching staff is what makes or breaks you in the MLB playoffs. We've seen it all the freaking time. It is the most important thing. In the regular season, I feel like good hitting can outweigh good pitching. In the postseason, it's the opposite. Good pitching should be good hitting. The Tigers have the better pitcher today. But the things that worry me are things that you guys already said. We literally saw this exact same matchup a week ago, or was it a week and a half ago? It doesn't matter. It was already a playoff game, pretty much.
I agree.
You guys know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
here's what worries me. Tigers in the last 10 games are 2-8. In those last 10 games, you can make a play that every single one of them, yes, they were not playoff games, but they were ipso facto playoff games. And that's why this game is in Cleveland and not in Detroit, right?
Yep.
In that same exact stretch, Guardians are 7-3, have outscored their opponents by 17 runs. The Tigers have been outscored by 22. Yeah. 22 runs. How can I back a team? What are you going to tell me?
I agree.
Yesterday on one off day, they just had a coming to Jesus moment, and they're just going to come out today and be the Tigers of the first half of the season. I believe baseball is truly a game of streaks. One day is not going to make or break that. This line is one of the reasons why I'm not screaming at this camera right now to just take the Guardians, close your eyes, and it's going to be an easy one. This line, Vegas is begging me to take the Guardians here. I think we're in for a close game. Alpha, I love your +1.5. That's exactly where I want to be. +1.5 on the Guardians. I think it's the under, guys, and that's why I'm good with the 1.5.
And that's what I said too. I think it's a low scoring game.
Now I have a player prop for this one too. I'm looking at Stephen Kwan, HRR. Hits, runs, RBIs. Nick,
I most certainly don't. I'm going
to shoot you straight. Not in the game one. I need to see. I got to see what happens. Remember,
JD, thoughts?
Nick, yes.
I knew that was coming. That's why I had to get that in there.
So I like the under. I like the Guardians +1.5. It's my favorite play from here. And I like Stephen Kwan over on his HRR. I think you can get 1.5. Excuse me, I'm trying to look. Yeah, Stephen Kwan, last 10 games, 7 RBIs, 11 for 41. He's hitting the ball really well and putting the ball into play and scoring runs. This is the most interesting. No, it's not the most interesting series.
I disagree. I was going to say I don't think it is.
I'll put it like this. Both AL wildcard series are way more interesting to me than both NLs.
I disagree. I think the game we're about to dive into is a pretty monumental one with a lot of implications. You ready for me to move into that one, boys?
Yeah. Official play, Guardians +1.5. What's your offer?
Let's get it. Next game we're breaking down is going to be the Padres going to Chicago, taking on the Cubbies. Big differences here in the team's respective records in the spot they're playing in today. What the hell do I mean by that? The Padres are 38-43 on the road. The Cubs are 50-31 at home. Both these teams have big home-to-road splits where they're really good at home and not that great on the road. And guess what? The Cubbies are the home team in game one, and they're pitching their guy, Matthew Boyd, who had a career year. A guy who's not a young kid, a guy who's been around the block quite a while, who has not had a great career, but really has found his path and his spot in Chicago. He's looked fantastic all year. On the other side, we have Nick Panchetta and Nick Pivetta. Pavetta is Pavetta. You know what you're going to get out of Pavetta. So, Jefe, we're going to start with you. Last one we started with JD. We got the Padres, we got the Cubbies, and the Cubbies are favored in this spot. What do you got?
Cubs money line in this game one. I'll be real with you guys. This is one that I'm kind of hoping the Cubs win today, because if they do, there is a really good chance that I take the Padres to win the series, to win the next two. I wouldn't be shocked if the Padres won. That's just my lean for this one. This is one that I really want to see happen. I think the Cubs win this game. That's my lean. I'm more interested in betting this series after today. The Padres should have on paper the best bullpen in
we just had a comment about that. Let me put it up. Thomas, our guy Thomas is always all over it. Very educated sports bettor here.
Yeah. Yes. So the bullpen of the Padres is, in my opinion, I'm trying to think of all the teams' bullpens. Yeah, no, they're the best bullpen. They are absolutely the best.
They're the best bullpen. There's no debate about it.
And reminder, guys,
no
this is a reminder. In these series, in this round, all three games, if it does come 3 games, are at the home team. So all 3 games will be in Cleveland. All 3 games will be in Chicago. All 3 games will be in the Bronx Yankee Stadium. And all 3 games will be at L.A. for the Dodgers in those series. There's no traveling that happens in the division series, which for whatever reason is 5 games. Don't get me started on that absolute horseshit thing. And also, wait, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. No more ghost runner in extra innings, right?
No ghost runner in extra innings.
And no, I mean, that's a whole nother. The MLB must be the only fucking league in the world where they think a rule is good enough for the regular season, but not good enough for the playoffs.
Didn't the NFL just do that? They just switched it, though, right? This is the first, second year. They switched it. I'm just saying we haven't seen it.
That we don't want to see one freaking possession, and I guarantee you, in a year or two, they'll figure out how to not make it even a tie anymore. They'll start with the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that.
They can take the playoff rule and make it to regular season.
Don't go down that path.
No, we're not going to do that right now. We'll do a 3.5-hour show.
Don't go down that path.
So yeah, like I said, I'm leaning the Cubs for this game, but I'm really interested in this game how the bullpens are used, if they are, because also another thing, no off days, 3 straight games.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
So that's how I'm playing this. This is the one series where I don't have a play for tonight. I lean Cubs, but I'm way more interested in how this game plays out. Who's using their bullpen, who's not. How these teams look, especially how San Diego looks on the road, which Alpha already said have not looked that well during the regular season. JD, what do you got?
Well, for this game, as far as the starters, that is a big key to me here. As far as Boyd, guys, just like Alpha said, he has had a great year, really good year. What you can tell, though, is as far as his innings pitched, he has pitched more than he normally does.
Yep. And
over the past month in his stats, you can see it. His stats have gotten much worse. Matter of fact, in the past month, he actually has an ERA over 5.
And he can't get a swing and miss. His strikeout numbers have plummeted.
Yep. But then you're also thinking, okay, well, it's the Padres, and the Padres offense, well, they haven't been that great. So, does that cancel out? Well, if you also look over the past few weeks, especially against actually left-handers, the Padres are in the top 5 in actually most of those stats.
I'm so upset you went before me. So upset.
So, yeah, I do think that this game sets up well for the Padres because the Padres are they are pitching Jefe's guy, and Jefe didn't even talk about it, but it is his guy, Big Dick Nick, is on the mound tonight, and he has had a good season also, but the thing with him, the Padres bullpen, I believe it was Thomas who said about that, they're not just good, they are so deep that they can pull their starter at any point and be fine.
Chicago can't do that.
Exactly. And that's what I think is going to end up being the difference in not just this game. That was good.
Nick, I got to see you last night, brother. Looking good, by the way. Looking good.
But yeah, to me, this is a Padre spot. I actually locked him in at plus 109. I just don't think that they should be the dog here. Dylan, Dylan, as far as our actually Hall of Fame prop of the day, this was almost it. I ended up going a little different way, but that was almost it, man. So yeah, I'm all there. I will say the why I ended up not going with that was because they can still yank him out quick. But if he is in trouble to that point, he probably is going to be over that anyway, or actually either he is leaving guys on base that are going to be counted towards him. So I actually like that prop too. But yes, give me the Padres here.
Also on the Padres, I think the Padres are going to win the series. Thomas, even money, like that play. I think the Padres win today as well. Going through the numbers of all the batters against Matthew Boyd, people you want to target today: Manny Machado, Luis Ariz. If you're looking for some homer props, looking for some fun ways you can get some action, and Bogarts has taken them deep as well. On the other side, against Pivetta, the top two guys in the lineup for the Cubs are 0 in their career against them. They do not have a hit. Both have a strikeout, 0-4 each. Kyle Tucker, who's their guy, they need him to be huge in this postseason. He's 2-12, batting 167. Weirdly, Dansby Swanson has had a great career against Nick Pivetta. Dansby Swanson is 10-34, batting 300, with 2 homers and 5 ribbies. Everyone else in the lineup has struggled, basically. I mean, Kelly, the catcher, is small sample size, batting 500, but only in 6 at-bats. Show-off 1-2, but you see the other guys in the lineup. Suzuki 1-5. Hap's been okay, 3-10. Then Horner 0-4, Bush 0-4, Pete Crow 1-3. Then you take a look at how San Diego has done against Boyd, and they've had a little bit more success. Ariz is batting 429 in his career off him. Machado's batting 385 in his career off him. They've had some guys do some damage. And then they have guys who have never seen him, like Ryan O'Hearn and Gavin Sheets, that are 2 very strong bats for this team. I think the Padres have a statement here. They're the one team in the wild card that they need to win this series, man. I know the Dodgers do too. I know the Yankees do too for how much expectations were on those teams. But the Padres need to win this over the Cubs. They are such a better team overall than this Cubs team. And really, when you look at who's the hotter team coming in, both of them have been playing well. Both of them have been playing well. So, I mean, the Padres won their last 3 games of the year. Same with the Cubs. The Cubs did beat the Cardinals, who are already out of it. But the Padres took care of the D-backs that were really still in it. But when you look at the offensive numbers, the Padres in a 3-game series, in the final series of the year, they scored 7, 5, and 12. That's 24 runs over 3 games. Their bats are red hot. And I think with a struggling Boyd, a laboring Boyd, a tired Boyd, we're going to see a big performance by the Padres today. I think this one's going to surprise some people. I'm on the Padres on the money line at some plus money here. The current odds for this, give me 1 second because I was looking at futures, is plus 108. That's exactly what I am playing. So, JD, let's see the Padres do well for us today, brother. Let's see a big performance, and fuck Jefe. Fuck you, Jefe. All right, boys. We're going to get into the game everyone wants. The game of the millennium. The New York Yankees host the Boston Red Sox in a 3-game wildcard series. A lot of people are saying the best pitching matchup of the day was that Tigers-Guardians game. I beg to differ. We have Garrett Crochet.
No, first of all, nobody said that. There's no. Nobody on this show. Go on Twitter. Go on X. A lot of people talking about the early pitching matchup. This one to me is significantly better. Garrett Crochet. I didn't realize you legalized crack. That's nuts. Depends what state you're in, but we know you've had some experience in that. Anyway, Garrett Crochet, Max Fried, the battle of the lefties. Jefe. There's only one person on this panel who could start off the Yankees-Red Sox breakdown. And guess what, Pop? It ain't you. It's me. The New York Yankees in this game are obviously going to be my pick. The Yankees are coming in at a minus 130 currently. Max Fried has been fantastic the latter part of the year. He had a little bit of a, what's the right word I'm looking for? Hiccups. Lull. He struggled. He had a little bit of a lull midseason. But let's look at his last 6 starts. Guess what? The Yankees have won every single game. In his last 2 starts, he has thrown 20 strikeouts, 10 per game on average. His numbers have been absolutely fantastic. And not only that, he's given the Yankees incredible depth. He's gotten to the 8th inning in back-to-back starts. And the Yankees are the hottest team in baseball right now. They've been playing absolutely fantastic. Jefe, now we're going over to you. We got the Yanks. We got the Sox. What do you like in this one? And our guy Hector, who we see on Twitter all the time. We've learned that's the Hector we know and love on Twitter. He likes the Red Sox in this spot. Thomas also said, screw you morons, and likes the Red Sox in this spot. Jefe, please tell Thomas and our good friend Hector why you disagree with them. And then maybe we'll let the people know what we're doing for this game. Guys, this is. I mean, let me put this out.
Yes, Thomas.
Obviously,
Yes. Sox won the season series by a lot.
they did, and I know we just went through a Guardians Tiger series where we spoke about these teams. We just saw this game, and what's to say that 10 games, and a day off is going to change the way these teams play. But here's the difference. I saw
Also,
Guardians.
quickly. Sorry. To Thomas's point, the Yankees have won 3 of the last 4. So I want to put that out.
Okay.
They may have the better record, but the Yankees have done better recently.
So the Guardians, right? 2-8 in their last 10. They just laid down and crawled their way into the playoffs.
Who?
The Yankees, the Guardians. I'm sorry, the Tigers. Sorry, the Tigers.
I was going to say the Guardians. We just went over how great they were in the final time.
What I'm trying to do is tell you why I think that the Guardians-Tigers rematch, quote unquote, is different from the Yankees-Red Sox rematch. In the sense of Yankees have been nothing but playing their best baseball, at least for the last week and a half. Red Sox haven't been playing bad baseball, but they've been middle of the pack. I've not been really impressed. I think they could have played better down the stretch versus the last week or so. But they really were kind of in a place where they kind of knew where they were going to be in terms of that second wild card spot. Number one thing that I wanted to talk about, and Alfred talked about it, is Max Fried. Whatever he had going on, he got over it. He's pitching really well. The one thing that I am worried about, though, is that Garrett Crochet is pitching phenomenally. And the Yankees did not do good against that type of a pitcher. He's a lefty, right? Not crazy.
You're correct.
And Yanks they're not the greatest lefty hitting team. I'm sure the lineup has dropped. What?
The Dodgers they put Will Smith on the active roster, giving them 3 catchers in the wild card roster. Sorry, I had to put that. It's a bit of a surprise. A lot of people are posting about it right now. They didn't expect him to be on the roster, maybe.
Yankees right now are minus 165 to win this series.
Minus 180 on FanDuel.
DraftKings minus 165. And I do lean that. I know it's a little juicy, but I do lean that. I also telling you, my favorite play of the day is the Yankees on the money line tonight. Because I do think that a lot of Red Sox backers will look at Garrett Crochet being the lefty. Yankees are not the best left-handed hitting team, and see that a low-scoring, close game would probably favor the Red Sox. But I also want to point out that the Yankees bullpen has been better of late. Here is the key. You guys ready? You guys ready for this name that I'm about to drop? Devin Williams. Show me something.
I hope he doesn't pitch once in this series.
If not, that means only either really good or really bad. Either really, really good or really, really bad. But I don't think either of those are going to happen because that's how the Red Sox and Yankees play in the playoffs. I think it's going to be a tight game either way, whoever you're backing. Devin Williams, show me something.
Have you seen the lineup, by the way? No Jazz Chisholm today. 30-30 guy. Will not be playing because he's a lefty and has struggled against lefties. They're going with Caballero, the righty. Yes. Another one who's not playing is going to be Ben Rice. The guy who's been red hot.
Here's the thing, guys. Alpha, thank you for bringing it up. It's kind of what I'm talking about here. This is a game. This is the playoffs now. Just because Jazz not in the starting lineup, don't mean you ain't going to see him later in the game. Absolutely. This is all about flexibility. This is all about having different pieces you can plug and play at any point throughout the game. I like not putting Jazz Chisholm in to start. He's not good versus lefties. See how the game goes. If Crochet's doesn't have it today, great. If he does, you got to try to get him out of the game as soon as possible to get your lefties back into the lineup, especially Jazz. Agreed. Said is not only great at the plate, but is great around the bases as well.
Ben Rice, too, man. He's been the Yankees' best hitter over the last month. He will not be in the lineup as well. But what the Yankees are doing is they're going with the veteran, a guy who's been there before, been in this spot, and a right-handed hitter in Paul Goldschmidt at first base.
I have no problem.
Much better defender. I have no problem. I'm saying the opposite. I like what the Yankees are doing.
Right.
Rosario will be in the lineup at third base as well. They're benching Ryan McMahon. The Yankees are going very righty-heavy. Yeah. They're using the lefty killer lineup tonight, where they're going righties up and down the entire thing.
I want to just get 2 more points in real quick, and then I want to give it to JD. I'm going to talk about 2 players, very obvious on the Yankees. First is going to be Stan. He fucking crushes the Red Sox in the postseason.
He also crushes everyone in the postseason. He
crushes everybody. But you remember 2 years ago at Fenway Park, this man couldn't stop hitting freaking home runs. This is Giancarlo Stanton time. His switch is officially going on. Not that he was off in the regular season, but if you watched any postseason for the last 3 or 4 years, Stan has been the best offensive player we've had. Now, for this next statement I'm going to make, let's talk about the Yankees' worst offensive player in the postseason, Aaron Judge. Brother, this is it. No more. Please, no more. We can't. Not again. Just please, not again. Just do exactly what you just did for 162 games. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing exactly what you've been doing.
Yep. Quickly, I do want to address the comment here from our guy Christian. What's up, Christian? We appreciate you, brother. Neither are a public dog. The Yankees are public. The Yankees are the public side, and the Tigers are the public side as well. Both have more percentage of the bets. Right now, currently, you have 59% is on the Tigers. Yep, 59% is on the Tigers, and 67% is on the Yankees.
I'm kind of surprised.
I'm not. I'm surprised by the Tigers one. I'm definitely not about the Yankees one. But I thought more people would be on the Gardos on the money line. But let's take a look at the spread here. The public in the Guardians game, the spread is on the Guardians, 57%. So the money line is 59% on the Tigers, but the spread, the 1.5, is 57% on the Gardos.
I don't know if Christian's talking about like this game or this series.
I don't think you can get like, if you can find me the public betting percentages on who's going to win the series, that's phenomenal. But I don't think they put that out.
Okay.
That's like something, you know. What about money big bets? That doesn't really matter. It's just the total amount of money. So I don't look at the total number of tickets. I look at the money bets. How much money is on each side? So let's put it in perspective.
Yeah, you're looking at the handle.
No, yeah, well, right. I'm putting it in a different way. I'm not going to confuse them more. Let's look at it. Let's say there's $100 million on the Red Sox Yankees money line. 67,000 of that is on the Yankees money line, and 33,000 of that is on the Red Sox money line.
You said 100 million.
Million. Shut up. Using the 100 round number. You guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. 67%, so 67 million, and 33% to 33 million out of the 100 million right there. We'll break it down for you.
Well, I mean, guys, as far as big money bets.
Sorry, can you remind me how the MLB playoffs work in terms of next rounds? Does it reseed to where the high, like the top, you know what I'm trying to say?
No.
If there's an upset, if the 6th seed wins in the first round, does it reseed?
No.
Nope.
JD, but the big money bets are on. They are definitely on the Padres, and they are on who.
Want me to bring up the Padres betting percentage? We might as well go over every game.
When you say that, are you talking about today, or are you talking about the series?
I was just trying to say just because I was on them, but
I was gonna say, JD, you're kind of wrong there. The money's on the Cubs there as well.
JD Schumer is so fucking dry. I could never figure out when he's joking or when he's completely 100% serious.
That's the best part about him. JD, so Jefe and I are both in the Yankees. You want to tell people what we're doing today? That Jefe had to go to the store and buy some products for?
You said something big there. There's no Ben Rice. So tonight we are not getting fried rice, guys. And that only means one thing.
If you have a Yankee hat, I'm going to be so fucking happy.
Red Sox going down. Yankees all the way.
Yes.
Guys,
you threw me for a curveball.
Honestly, I had no idea what was happening.
I had no idea either. That was good.
I have been very entertained for the last 10 seconds.
I really don't have any other real points. I mean, y'all have both gone over everything here. Especially like the Yankees that are definitely coming in hot, especially the Yankees bats.
Yep.
I do have to say, the Yankees bullpen, would that normally scare me? Yes, but in this series, it is only 3 games. When the series are smaller like this, the variance is actually less. So no, their bullpen does not scare me here. Whereas when they move on and the series get longer, that's when, yes, their bullpen is going to start to scare me more. But as far as for this series, I am completely fine. So yes, give me the Yankees on the money line.
Let's fucking go. And JD, you want to tell the people what's going to be happening today?
Sorry, there we go. 3-way.
3-way. Our official 3-way collab that is 3-0 will move to 4-0 when Max Fried and the New York Yankees demolish the Boston Red Sox. Let's move on to the final game of the day, gentlemen, which is going to be The New York Mets' favorite team, the Cincinnati Reds, going to LA and taking on the Dodgers. Pitching in this one is Hunter Green for the Reds and Blakey Snell for the Dodgers. I don't need to tell you guys that all the money in the world is on the Dodgers in this series, on this game, on the spread, on everything. Seems like a lot of people did not expect the Cincinnati Reds to be here in this spot, probably including the own players of the Cincinnati Reds. There's a massive talent gap between these two teams. There just is. Also, the Reds kind of backed in. They lost to get in. They're just lucky that the Mets are even worse and lost their games as well and lost the series. So, JD, we have a battle of an interesting wild card matchup where one team is far superior than the other. And the other team really isn't hot coming into this one. So what do you like?
Yeah. This one's interesting because, like you said, the Reds just kind of backed their way, just kind of got in here.
No, unfortunately not.
Which I'm usually a little bit scared of actually those teams because those teams tend to play a little more loose. But as far as this one, especially with this series, the way the pitching is, they have Snell tonight. Snell is in great form, and they're going to let him go as long as he possibly can. And then I believe they have Yamamoto tomorrow night. Guys, that is going to be tough. I could go into stats, but we all know the Dodgers are the better team here.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
The way I am playing this game, first off, tonight's game, Snell, like I said, unless Snell gets into trouble, they're going to let him stay out there as long as he can. And as far as his strikeouts tonight is set at 6.5, and I'm going over that. I think that Snell has a big night to a night. I think that he strikes out at least 7 guys. Then my other play here is I think the Dodgers get this done in 2 games, guys. Give me the Dodgers to win this 2-0 at plus 140. Yes, plus 140.
I like it. I'll keep this one short and sweet. I'm on the Dodgers minus 1.5 here. I think the Dodgers have a huge series. I don't think the Reds get up for these games. I think the Dodgers blow them out. I really do. I think this is going to be an uncompetitive series. JD, I agree with you. I think this one ends in 2 games. And I think the Dodgers turn it on, and they're the team that we thought they'd be all year long. This is when they come alive, and this is when they have the experience to win these types of games. They won it all last year. They went through all the rounds. They know what they're doing. Give me the Dodgers minus 1.5. You can currently get them at minus 1.5 at plus 110. Exactly what I am taking. Jefe, over to you.
I just know that there are certain players on the Reds that had to cancel a vacation because they just did not think that they would be playing baseball today and tomorrow. I just know it. With that being said, JD, you said something when you started. Usually the team that the Reds are, not the Cincinnati Reds, but that team that makes it the last one in, the worst of the bunch, is a team that I'm very scared of. In a weird way, and follow me, that's what I think about the Guardians. Like, they were the team that weren't supposed to be here, and they had no chance. And somehow
you
they
don't
won.
have the feel, and you don't have that feel about this Reds team, right?
Yeah, I feel the way
agree.
that about the Reds. I feel that way about the Guardians, and I know that's weird to say because they're the home team and they won the division. But you get what I'm saying. The Reds did not make the playoffs. The Mets just stopped. The Mets just decided that they just weren't serious about winning, and that they are a joke of a franchise, and that's going to be a big storyline all summer. I mean, what Pete Alonso literally declined his freaking took his option 1 hour after the damn game was over. It was so fucking quick. I've never even seen anybody do that so quick. I don't even think he called Scott Boras. I just think he just fucking did it himself. It was unbelievable. It was the Mets meltdown, not really the Reds being phenomenal down the stretch, the reason that Cincinnati is going to play a game in LA today. With that being said, I like both of what you guys said. I like JD's point for the Dodgers to win this 2-0, and I like Alpha's point that Dodgers should win this game 1 tonight by at least 2 or more runs. Great story for the Reds to make it. I hope they had fun in their champagne celebration for making the playoffs, another ridiculous MLB thing that I don't understand. But the Dodgers are the Dodgers, and the one thing that I truly believe in the playoffs is championship pedigree. The Dodgers have that. Look for players like Freddie Freeman to absolutely take it to another level. Look for their pitching staff to be dominant. I mean, JD rattled off today's starter and tomorrow's starter, but their bullpen is deep. They have great pitching, and more importantly than anything else, they've been here before and they've done this before. And obviously, I've even mentioned they got freaking Shohei Ohtani. And the Reds, yeah, Ellie De La Cruz is a good player, but I mean, 22 home runs, 264 average, and 86 RBIs. He really, really, really kind of sucks.
Another thing to add on there to what Jefe was saying there. I think you're about to see a little bit of a different Dodgers team.
I agree. That's what I was saying too. This is when they turn it on.
The Dodgers, the Dodgers, instead of this year going for all the wins, like trying to, break the records, like actually like everybody coming into the season thought, the Dodgers were going to win the most games like ever and all that. Well, they, got hurt quite a bit. They were dealing with that, but they just, throughout the season, they just did what they had to do. And now in the playoffs is when I think you see that team that we were kind of expecting to see throughout the year.
I'm trying to think of a good comp, and the best one that I can think of on top of my head is the Chiefs last year during the regular season, right? Coming off Super Bowl win, you were never impressed with them during the regular season. Remember, they were just they won a lot of games by weird crap, missed field goals, blocked field goals. Travis Kelce looked like he was going to retire any day now, and then the playoffs started, and boom, all of a sudden, right to the Super Bowl. Yep. I kind of same exact path here for the Dodgers. Now, I don't know if they're going to make it to the World Series yet. I do have we'll talk about it next, I guess. I do have an interesting take on the NL, but Dodgers should be done with this thing tomorrow.
I agree. 1,000%. I don't think there's any other way to look at it. I think we're all in agreement. We're all taking the Dodgers in one way or another. I don't think anyone really has high expectations. JD, so you could do that on FanDuel under series props. JD, any other places you want to give out that you found these odds?
Yeah, and actually DraftKings, they actually had the best odds that last I looked. It is under you click on MLB and then click on Wild Card Series and then click on the series. I believe it says spread.
Yeah.
It's I think sometimes it's called crap. I'm forgetting. Money something. I gotta look it up. There's a finicky way that they label it. Series price.
Yeah, series price. Series price. All right, boys. Anything else you want to speak on this game before we get into our final couple closing segments?
I think we're good, man.
I think we're good. Well, I think you all know what time it is. Let me take this off here. Caesars has it at plus 125 for our guy Nick. Thank you, Thomas.
For what?
Series price, 2-0 Dodgers.
Oh, yeah, wow, that's hilarious. I never look at Caesars, Thomas. I just opened the Caesars app because I'm looking through all the different. That is hilarious. You said that.
There we go. JD, I think it's time we give the people our prop of the day.
Here we go, guys. Going to our guy Hayes of the Cincinnati Reds here. He has simply not been hitting the ball well. As you can see over his last 10 games.
Ever.
Yeah. As you can see, he actually only has a hit in 2 of his last 10 games. And tonight he faces Blake Snell. I think he's going to see Blake Snell actually a few times. I do not think that those are going to go well. And then as far as whatever's left in the game for the Dodgers bullpen, I also like our chances there since actually we can get him under half a hit at plus 101 over on DraftKings. This is a play where I think you should be laying juice. So the fact that we can get a plus 101, absolutely love it. While we're here, I do want to also go over to – let me log back in here. Look how fast and easy that was to log back in.
So easy.
So easy. Go back to MLB, and we were looking at – I can type. We were looking at Boyd because that was the one that, like I said, that I was close to. Come over here. We're going to look at earned runs. And Yeah, so for Boyd to give up at least 2 earned runs, you can currently get that at Caesars at minus 122. I definitely don't mind it. You can see, look at his last games here, guys. 2, 4, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 3. I mean, like I said, this season he's definitely had a great season, but that arm is wearing down, guys. And you can clearly see it there. So that's not going to be our official play, but like I said, it was close, and I forgot who in the chat brought that up. I think it was Dylan, maybe. But yeah, that was a good look and one that we almost went with.
There we go. There we go.
And
I love it.
And also, if you would like to use the Hall of Fame app, which you can tell we absolutely love, you can get 50% off your first purchase plus a 7-day free trial. Guys, just try it out. If you don't like it, I mean, hey, there's fine.
It
But
costs nothing to try. Just
try
try it.
Yeah,
You help us out by trying it. If you guys love us
Yes.
and hate Jefe like the two of us up top do, download the app, use the free trial. It does a lot for us, and we appreciate it. Jordan, my guy. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the kind words. Jordan, if you like what we're doing here, tap in. Tap in to the HOF app. We absolutely love when you guys help us out. We also absolutely love the app. We would not be pushing a product, guys, that we don't absolutely love. We use this every single day. We've been a fan of the HOF app for a very long time. They're great people over there, and the best way you can support us in the show right now is by signing up for that free trial and get in on the HOF app. It costs you guys literally nothing and does us a huge favor. All right, JD, and our guy Nick signed up last night. Let's go. Promo code ATB50. You see it right there. We appreciate y'all. All right, JD, we have one more thing left to do on the show, as we do every single day. And that's we're going to go into our. It's kind of funny we're doing this today, to be completely honest, because we gave out a bet on every game. We're going to do our best bets for today, Tuesday, September 30th. Best Bets is not only brought to you by the three of us on this screen. Y'all already know the vibes here. Best Bets is proudly brought to you by also Funded Steak. Before we go into a little bit more about Funded Steak, JD's cousin Derek has a few words.
FundedStake.io, the ultimate platform for sports traders looking to unlock their potential without risking their own money. We're here to help you transform your sports betting skills into a profitable and sustainable business. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Funded Stake gives you the tools and capital to scale your success. Here's how it works. 1. Choose your account. Pick an account size that fits your needs, starting from $1,000 all the way up to $50,000. Your journey starts here. 2. Take the challenge. Hit the profit target while sticking to our risk management rules. For example, with a $10,000 account, aim for $3,300 in profit, place a minimum of 25 sports bets, and maintain the required daily and total loss limits. 3. Get funded. Once you pass the challenge, we'll provide the capital for you to trade. You can keep up to 80% of your profits while we take on all the financial risks. At FundedStake.io, you'll benefit from a fully personalized dashboard where you can monitor your trades, track your challenge progress, and place real-time bets on all major sports leagues. Our platform is built for transparency, ease of use, and performance. With FundedStake.io, you can focus on winning and scaling your success while we cover the risks. No financial stress, just growth and profits. FundedStake.io. Bet smarter, scale faster, win bigger.
Bet smarter, scale faster, win bigger. JD, let's go put it in today. My best bet of the day. You already know what the vibes are. You already know what I like here. It's going to be the New York Yankees. I'm not sure what we want to put on them because we know that's the three-way of the day. But that is my selection today. Would be the New York Yankees.
we're going to max it out.
Let's go.
Jefe, what you got?
Right. I hate to be like this, but I'm right there with him.
Okay, well, I have already maxed it out, so we're going to just roll with that. I also like that one. I'm going to add on the Padres here. It looks like we can get a plus 109. Really like that number here.
Absolutely. Let's get it. I'm on them as well.
So our best bets today are going to be the Padres at plus 109 and the Yankees at minus 132, which I believe in the market, those numbers are all very good.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Fellas, it's been a blast. We're on here for exactly an hour. We did what we wanted to do. We talked about the football. We gave out our predictions in the MLB. We even gave out the fourth winning three-way. And now all we got to do is tune into the game starting in about a minute. So, fellas, it's been a fun show. Jefe, any parting words for the people before we turn it over to JD for what he does best?
October baseball, baby. I know it's technically not October today, but it damn sure feels like it. I'll tell you one thing. Postseason baseball it's electric. It really is one of the best postseason environments. Enjoy it. I love the timing of the games that they give you day and night, and it's going to be awesome, man.
All day baseball. We absolutely love it, and we're busy the rest of the day. JD, over to you. Do what you do and get us the fuck out of here.
One last thing, really quick. Guys, there's almost 1,600 people here live. We appreciate y'all just like always. If you like the show and you actually want to help us out, then as far as our sponsors, make actually sure to actually use these also. For the Hall of Fame app, once again, it's 50% off, 7-day free trial, code ATB50. And for Fun at Stake, it's 20% off any challenge with code MBM20. Besides that, guys, yeah, it's going to be a fun day ahead. It's going to be a fun next few weeks.
Absolutely.
But especially this week because we have a lot of baseball going on. But, yeah, only one thing left to do. Let's fucking win.
Let's fucking win. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Peace out, everybody. Let's go Yanks.